Okay, I think we're good. Welcome everyone today to the show. My guest today is the a musician and fashionista, beautiful, with almost 300,000 followers on the TikTok.
Yes,
Devilish Brie.
almost.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Today's my day off, so pretty happy about that.
I know that feeling.
I mean, well, it's one of technically I'm working from home, but there isn't much for me to do from home because the main thing at my job is like an after school thing, but the
Uh-huh.
program doesn't run on Fridays, so it's like okay,
And then
whatever.
we're on like a holiday weekend too, I think, right? It's like
Oh yeah, I think tomorrow's Veterans
yeah,
Day.
yeah.
I don't
Mhm.
know. Okay.
I only know it because it's my niece's birthday. That's why I know that it's Veterans Day. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I
Oh,
would
I only would
forget that.
remember I only would remember like what's it called when I was in school. I'm not in school anymore, so it's kind of just like I don't really have to think I don't have to think about like holidays anymore at
Uh huh.
all. So it's kind of just like, oh, okay, like we what does that have to do with me? I'm still working.
Exactly.
I
No,
know.
it's like no, it's nothing to do with me. We're still working.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
So I'm just like,
so, that name Devilish Brie, how'd you get it? Did someone bestow upon you that nickname, or did you get it
um
yourself?
I gave it to myself. The thing is I'm a visual artist as well. So before I even was doing music, this is like when I first started posting my art onto Instagram when I was like 14, and
Hmm.
I was like, "What's a cool username?" Now, the first username I had was Lady Guillotine, and then I was like, no, because I don't quite, no, no. And then I just randomly came up with Devilish Brie. I was like, what sounds like really annoying? Like, what sounds like something that's going to like make my mom irritated? So that's it. The three wasn't added until I started making music, though. Like, it was just Devilish Brie underscore, like, period. Like, there was no numbers or anything. So, yeah, that's it. So, that's like the longest username I've ever had, period. Because I've had it for some years. I don't feel like counting.
Hmm.
But yeah,
No,
that's
Lady Guillotine's pretty good too. I could see why you'd go with the Devilish Brie first, but that's a pretty tight name. Lady Guillotine.
thanks.
I know from your videos that I've seen. I'm not much of TikTok anymore. I guess after like there was a point where I was like obsessed with it, and then I was like, I better not. And then
Hmm.
but I do see like on the Twitter and all that your videos of you playing the bass, and
Yeah.
that's I don't know. It's amazing. You have a talent for it. Are you self taught or did
Oh yeah.
you? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Not
love you
I'm
grew
not
up with
taught this way.
lessons.
Yeah, no, I mean, I did technically get because I started off on an electric guitar first. Well, acoustic
Hmm.
guitar, I guess technically. Yeah, that. I mean, it was like that was easy. I was like, okay, like these chords are cute. Like, I want an electric guitar because I thought that was gonna be the thing. And then I was like, this is kind of annoying. Like, I was just like, this is very annoying. Um, so I actually wasn't interested in playing bass really until there was a song. What was it called? Planetary by My Chemical Romance. But it was just the isolated bass line for it. And I listened to it. I was like, I'm going to have to learn this. So I need a bass. Um, so yeah, that's when I decided to do that. Obviously, not formally taught in the slightest on that. So, I mean, like, I used to read tabs a bunch, but then after a while, I got irritated reading tabs because I was just like, I don't feel like it. So now I just play it by ear. Um,
Wow.
Sometimes it's accurate. A lot of the times it's not because a lot of the times I'm just playing songs that don't really have established bass. So I just play like this would I'm like it's like something that would have sounded cool on guitar as well. Like it could go either or. So that's what I usually do in my videos. But I know how to play. It's just I only play what I think sounds cool. Like it's not really about everybody else. It's just about me. Like I post these videos for me and my younger self that would have thought I was so cool. Like
Mhm.
yeah.
And the instruments, you say you started on acoustic guitar, electric guitar, the bass. Do you play any other instruments? I know
I
you
can
sing
play I'm
too.
ugh. um I do know a couple instruments. I know the basics of all of them. Am I skilled at them? No. Like I can play a couple of things on a piano, but I don't like playing piano because there's too many things going on. I don't like doing two things at once. I can play drums a little, but it's the same thing. Like too many things at once. Like that's like you would see a gigantic vein popping out of my forehead if I actually tried to do all these things. Like I don't know how all these virtuosos do it, where they're just like masterful at every single thing they touch. I don't understand. But yeah, there's that. To be honest, I wasn't into like once I like after like a month or so of playing electric guitar, I wasn't into it anymore. I mean, I was into it. Like I'll still play it because I still have one, but like um I was only ever actually playing guitar in my guitar class in school because we had that available to us, like lucky. So, but there was
Mhm.
like guitars already there, but I would just bring in mine because I was like, I don't really care. I don't like playing acoustic guitar. I was like, no, because no, I do no, no. Um,
No,
so
it's your
yeah, that would be the
preference.
only time I'd play it. Yeah. So yeah, is there anything else? Violin. I've been meaning to get back into that, but I haven't. Just because life. Also buying
Oh,
things.
yeah, I can't imagine,
And
the
like
price
it
of
was
just,
easy for me to play violin when the school just gave me the violin.
mhm, mhm. Is there, any instrument well, you just
Exactly.
said the
And I
violin,
didn't.
is there
Oh
any instrument? I'm sorry, you said the violin, is there any instrument you'd want to learn? Or,
no, no, no. Go ahead.
uh
If I really I'm to be honest, if I really sat down and actually, like, learned how to actually play electric guitar, like, for real, like, and sat down and did it, like, that would make making music so much easier for me. Just because it's a lot of work, and I'm sorry if you hear, like, somebody, like, yelling, crying in the background. That is my baby brother. He keeps coming to my door.
Oh, no worries.
Trying to get it open.
No
So
worries. I know that feeling. My nieces are like that, they'll come,
but yeah, I can't think of any other. Yeah.
I know, besides the bass covers, I see you do, like, original music, and I wanted to play, one of the songs you do or you did, called "Immature." Let me, put this here, you can see it or you can listen to it on, I believe, Spotify, Apple, as well as SoundCloud and Bandcamp, I believe. Let me add that here, and we'll give it a listen.
Let's kick it. We're talking donuts. Don't tell them no if I will ever change. Don't care you want me, I'll never feel the same. I'll break my own heart. I know you love the chase. I'll never take you back. I'll never take you back. But I don't want you to go. I'm holding my breath. Take me home. And I know you won't let go. The clock's turning
So that is Immature. It's it's good. It's fucking good. Like,
I know.
it's fucking
I'm
good.
very pleased with that one, though I am like I do get a little tired of hearing it sometimes just because I listen to it so because that's my first song. So it's kind of so it's like okay, like great. I'm like I guess that's like the double-edged sword of your first song being a damn good one because it's just like okay, like but you're doing others. But I like it a lot though. Like I listen to my own music like I didn't even make it. So
No, that sounds fucking good. And like I was saying, did you do all like the instruments and everything for it? Like it's just all you, the composition?
no, not quite. I mean, I did okay, when I made the demo, I made it using an app called BandLab, which I've been using to make all of my bass covers and stuff. It's free and affordable because I couldn't afford anything. So I was like, let me do this. And then people liked it. So I was like, I'm going to keep using this so I can show people that they don't need to buy all these other things if they want to look cool or sound cool, like it's whatever. But yeah, I made the demo on there. I mean, I found like some loops and stuff that I liked just from different areas, and I kind of just put it together. I mean, I don't know, because it was just a random thing. Like I was really just dicking around on the app, and I was like trying. I was like, what's it called? What's it called? Because it was definitely after work and my day off was the next day. So I was just like, I'm gonna stay up and I'm just gonna not go to sleep because I have so much free time right now. And I just ended up getting on there and I made the instrumental and I was like, okay, this is cute. Imagine if I were able to write lyrics. And then like I start writing lyrics like 5 minutes later, and I'm like, for the first time ever in my life, I was like, oh my god, like I don't like I did not stop writing them. Like I just I wrote them. So I wrote the first verse and the chorus. Wrote the first verse and the chorus in one sitting. Now, where I had trouble was the second verse because I didn't have trouble. I just fell asleep. So I woke up and I was like, "Great, the momentum's gone. I don't know what I'm gonna do." So I recorded the verse, first verse, and the chorus on my phone. That's how I make all of my demos, all on my phone. So using these exact same headphones. But went ahead, did that, and I was like, wait, this doesn't actually sound bad though. So I kind of just like freestyled the second verse. And I was like, I didn't
Mhm.
even know I was that mad for real. Like, I didn't even know I was feeling all that. Because at first it was a song because I was mad. I was mad at he wasn't even my boyfriend at the time. This was like a situation. Um
Mhm.
he was an ex, but he was also a situation. I was mad at him. But then like and so I started writing it with him in mind, but then it just kind of became like I'm sick of everybody actually. Uh,
Mhm. Mhm. A
yeah,
lot of the best
so
songs
that's
come from that.
exactly.
No, that's no, it sounds great. Like it sounds like it doesn't even sound like a demo to me
Oh
if that's
wait, yeah, I didn't even finish that part of it. I got so lost in the tangent. Right. So
Mhm.
okay, I showed it to an artist who I don't really talk to them anymore, so I'm not even gonna name them. But like they they got their producer to produce it for me. Now the producer's name is Malik. He's based out in PG County. He's like really cool. He's like in another band called crap. I forgot what it's called. He's in like a couple bands. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
Mhm.
But um, so he basically jazzed that up for me because he's a multi instrumentalist as well, but he's actually like good at it, and he's a producer. So I was like, okay. So paid him for that, and we were like, this is lit, bro. And he was like really like because he's like older than me, so he was really just like, yo, this is like a really, really, really good first song. Like I'm very impressed with what you were able to come up with by
Mhm.
yourself. Like I don't know, like you can still hear bits of the demo like still in the song. Obviously, like the whole song, like technically, yeah. But the intro with just the guitar and the drums, like, yeah, that's from my demo. And then it like fades into like actual like real, lively sounding instruments instead. Because I don't know what it is with me and like radio sounding intros. I eat it up every time. I keep doing that. I don't know what my problem is. It's an addiction. But yeah, so that's what happened, and then we released it.
No, that's great. It's such a good story to have where like you had that flow of like creativity come out of nowhere, and it was just like, oh man, you just hit and kept going with it.
Hmm.
The best kind of
Yeah.
inspirations and stuff. No, and it sounds great. Like I heard it, I was like, God damn, this is fucking badass. Like this is the kind of song you can like do shit to, like get pumped up with, like pump you up.
Yes, exactly.
I
I
know.
get pumped up. Ah, gosh, like it's like yeah, I still be like I do have like not imposter syndrome, but it'd be like, damn, that's really me though. Like, like it's because obviously I make music I want to listen to. I'm not really thinking about what other people want to listen to. I'm like, if they get a kick out of it, that's nice. So when it blew up, well, it didn't even blow up, but like when it got as many streams as it did, like within the first month of it being out, I was like kind of shocked. Even though it was like I do have somewhat of a following, so it was like kind of inevitable because people were asking me like to release music, but I was still like there was still a disconnect of like, okay, but nobody's gonna listen to it. Because I'm like, y'all are used to me playing bass, y'all not used to me doing all this other stuff. So I was like
Hmm.
really like
Yeah, I get the hesitancy. Uh
yeah.
but I'm glad. No, I'm glad. Well, and then you made a song that you wanted for yourself, and that's where it shows is like you didn't cater to like an audience or something. You're like, I'm gonna make something I want to listen to, and it's fucking badass. Like you could tell it's something you'd want to actually hear, and you could hear it. That
Hmm.
it's something you'd like. What who are like the musicians that like inspire you the most, or the music that kind of inspired you, either with this song or just with your overall style, like growing up and all
It's a plethora of things. Oh my goodness, like this answer changes every time I get asked. um
that?
but I mean a constant, to be honest, Lady Gaga. As you can see, I love her. I literally have a I love her so much. Like she's like all the way around just like a wonderful artist, like in general. But
Oh yeah.
to me, what really captivates me is just her outfits and her performance. She knows how to put on a really good live show, and like that's what also like I like making music. Don't get me wrong, but like I make the music so I can perform it live. I don't make the music so people can listen to the music just in their ears. Like that's nice. I like to be able to perform. I like being on stage. Now I've only performed once, and that was just recently in like August. But I had a
Mhm.
blast doing it, and I didn't feel nervous at all because it just felt like something I was supposed to do. So it's definitely Lady Gaga for stuff like that. Um, Especially with fashion as well, because I remember, I mean, during my senior year I kind of just like put on just about anything that I felt like was going to make people look at me. Like I remember one time I did my hair up and like well, I call it a Teletubby hairstyle because it was like a really 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 high bun, and then there was a heart on top of it, over top. And I was like, okay, and I'm going to school like this, and what are you going to do about it? But I got a lot of positive responses and I got a lot of negative responses, but I was like, I really don't care. The one that really did stick out to me was it's too early in the morning for this, because I was like, girl, what you look away then. I was like, you can look away, but you can't stop looking. So I win.
No, yeah, I love
You're
Lady.
you're gonna forever remember that, bro.
Oh yeah, I love Lady Gaga. I think Art Pop is like one of the best albums, like pop music, regular music ever made. Like
Hmm.
it's just so good. A lot of her old stuff's good
Yeah,
too, her new stuff, but art pop, I'm like, I don't know. I love pop music. Art pop's so good. It's got a nice mixture of
yeah, for
like
sure.
like kind of like the song, Immature. It's just like pop music, or I mean, yours is actually rock music or whatever you want to classify it, but it pumps you up, it gets you going,
Mhm.
and I don't know, it's just good. That's all I
Yeah,
can
no, it's
say.
fun. It's super fun. I another artist, I think uh, there's Rico Nasty. I like her a lot because she's like, she's from where I'm from. I think I might be wrong. I don't know. I like her a lot just because like she was one of the first uh black female alternative artists that I was like ever like introduced to. So, got to like I gotta pay homage to her. She's awesome. She's pretty cool. And I like her style and everything like that. And I want to put one more in the list just to really get the whole like vibe down. But
Hmm.
I always draw a blank. um, hmm, herm. Yeah, I don't know. When I think of it, I'll just be like, I remember.
Yeah, no, no worries. And I know we were just talking about, you're saying Lady Gaga is like a fashion inspiration as well too. How do you come up with like these outfits? Do you kind of plan them, or do you just kind of like go to your closet and pick this and that, or how do you kind of go about your deciding of wardrobe? Because I know your videos, it's very much looking at you performing as well as the sound, so you kind of got this vibe
Exactly.
going.
Well, to be honest, I don't actually have that many clothes. Well, I have a lot of clothes. I don't have too many outfits. So I actually am like low key struggling every time before I hit record because I'm like, okay, like, because I find the outfit like right before I start doing like everything for it. Like, I'll do my makeup and then I'll go ahead and get ready to record, and then I'll be like, I have to find an outfit that looks good because I'm like, okay, like at first when I first started posting, I was like, I was well dirt broke, like so I did not have any clothes that I actually wanted to wear, so I had to make do with what I had, and I'm a very DIY person, and I actually make my own clothes a lot of times as well, but um yeah, no, I was really starting from scratch back then, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, she looks like a Guitar Hero character. They look like a Guitar Hero character," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, okay, interesting." Like, I didn't even mean to do that on purpose, but now that you're saying that, I do see it. So I kind of started leaning into that more because I was like, I do want to look like that. Um, um, and what's it? Um, now it's more so just like I have so many clothes, but they're for so many different things, and I'm kind of just like Frankensteining them every time. And I bet I'd usually do it based off of like color scheme and stuff. Um, so yeah, especially with like the hairpins I wear. I mean, me personally, I wasn't even thinking of like playing into like the Guitar Hero sort of aesthetic thing. I just wanted some hairpins that look like that. Like I've always wanted them like that. And also I've always just had a fixation with creating clothing slash accessories because that's awesome. That's cool. Like another thing I want to be like if I become more successful in music, I would like to be able to just not have merch. I want to have my own clothing line of like actual cute clothes. Like I don't just want like my face or like my logo plastered on a shirt. Like I want actual like pieces.
Down. So I know you were wanting to perform, or you had performed live, right, for the first time. You said in August.
Yes, indeedy.
Oh, that's great. Is that like your goal as far as like being an artist, is to perform live more, or I don't know, do like music or fashion or art, school, like what's like your goal there as far as right now? What would you like to pursue?
Right now, I'm trying. Okay, right now my main goal with music is that I want to be able to perform and be able to do music just as my career period. But I'm also just working on like becoming an educator or some type of adult figure for kids and like students to just be able to come to. So like maybe a guidance counselor or something. I don't know. Right now, I'm leaning more towards the music than the other thing, but I care about both a whole lot. So
Well, and yeah, and you can incorporate them very much so. Like it's
exactly,
yeah, you everything you learn from let's say you're going to school for that. I don't want to like, deep dive into that, but you can definitely take it with you in life on anything later on, that education. So it's also a good
exactly.
thing.
So
Yeah, no, it sounds like you just want to either help people or create for people, so you're doing it for people. It's pretty unselfish of you to do, I feel.
maybe, I suppose.
And any advice you have, like, for, like, I know you got the aspiring, musician. You really like hit a home run with that first single, that and you got the following on the TikTok, which is a pretty huge darn following, 300,000 people. You think about how many that is, and following right behind you. You have any, like, tips or advice for people who kind of want to aspire to that, but like something you would want to let yourself know, that you like, "Oh, I wish I would have known this, or had done this differently," or anything like that?
Hmm. Um. Advice. My main piece of advice I always give is just like you don't really need a whole lot of money to get started with anything, because that was the main thing like stopping me from doing anything that I actually wanted to do sooner. Because like if I knew everything that I just went ahead and learned how to do just by actually doing it sooner, I would have been had music out like a while ago. Like even if it was bad, I would have still had stuff out. So I mean, just don't let lack of not material things, but like don't let a lack of like equipment or anything like stop you from doing anything. Because of like if it's really your passion, like you will find a way. Like your body will find a way for you to go ahead and do that, whether you're subconsciously thinking about it or not. Because I wasn't thinking I'm gonna make a song and I'm gonna release it when I made the song. I just went ahead and I made it, and then I was like, oh shit, I can actually do this just from my phone, can't I? Like I literally could do this. I'm like, it's only luck that I was able to find a nice producer to go ahead and jazz it up a bit more for me. But yeah, that's that. As for like social media stuff like that, I don't even know, because I don't, that was a mistake. Like like I said, I was uploading for myself. I was like, I would totally watch this person if I were not me. So it was just like, okay, cool. So I guess the best thing I could encourage is just do things for yourself, not with the intention of getting attention from other people, because then you're gonna put a whole lot of pressure on yourself, and it's gonna flop low key, because people are not even like it won't work, because it can work if you do go out, and it does work if you do go out and actually do it based off of what people are going to actually pay attention to. But people can feel inauthenticity. Sorry,
No, I know what you mean.
people can feel when it's not genuine. So I would just do do it all for yourself. Do it
Yeah.
for yourself because it's what you want to do and what you feel the most confident in and what you like to do. Um, and yeah, I still learning though. So because I'm like this, a lot of the bulk of my following, like 2/3 of my following, came from like when I was still literally like in my junior year. So I don't know. And during my junior year, that we were doing classes online, and it was a mess because it was lockdown. So
Mm. Well,
I
and then
don't know.
you're you're at that age where literally year to year you can completely change styles and attitudes and all that, you
Mhm.
know. So I
Yeah.
completely get that. Uh, as far I wanted to ask a not a out of the park question, but what was your you've been to like live concerts? I imagine like just live music. What was your favorite like live concert you've ever been to of anyone?
I'm not gonna lie, I really haven't even been to many yet. Like, I'm really inexperienced in that actually. Like, I've only been to, let me count. I seen a band. My first concert um was a band called Palais Royale. I had VIP tickets. So I'm gonna say that because that was a great first experience because it was my birthday when they came, and I was turning 14. I had VIP tickets, so I got to meet them before the show. And the thing is like I only had the VIP tickets because they were selling them separately because like they were not headlining the tour. They were like supporting. I forgot the other artist, but but I only had their VIP tickets. So I was like, okay, I'm going to see their little acoustic show they're putting on outside, and I'm going to meet them, and I'm going to show them my art, and I'm going to give them an art book that I made for them. And so did that. And I actually I got like a nice chunk of time because they had touring vlogs at the time. I think they still do, but they were just starting it. And I got like a nice, like cool, like 4 or 5 minutes of them just like being like, whoa, this is so cool. Like, you're so talented. You're just turning 14. Holy shit. Like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Mhm.
But they were like, oh, since it's your birthday, we can get you a shirt for free. So I was like, okay. The thing is about that is that I don't have tickets for the actual show. So I can't get in the venue to get the shirt. So if y'all could like run in there and grab the shirt for me, the guitarist is like, nah, how much the tickets are? He went ahead, brought me a ticket for the actual show. So I ended up going in there and just having a good time for like an hour or two. Um,
Yeah,
and I
that's
got a free
great.
shirt and I got to meet them again. And then it was a really weird, it wasn't a real weird moment for me, but at the time I was kind of like, what? Because the lead singer was like, I told him he had great stage presence, and I was like, I was so happy that they got to be my first concert because of the energy and just everything about it was like really awesome. And then he was like, and I was really just like, oh, dude, you really belong on stage. Like, you really shine up there. And he was like, no, you belong on stage. And I was kind of just like, I don't understand why you're saying that because I have not said or done anything that alluded to me wanting to do that. So I'm like, me being where I'm at now, I'm like, it feels really like a full circle moment. Like,
No, that's wonderful. I don't know if it's foreshadowing or
yeah. And I
manifesting
keep
or
on
whatever.
having like random reoccurrences. Yeah, yeah, it was weird. And then I keep on having like reoccurrences with that band where it's kind of just like, okay, like the guitarist followed me on Twitter. He follows a lot of people that are fans of him, but I don't remember what he followed me for. I think I did a bass cover of one of their songs, and yeah, but followed me, and I was like, oh, that's nice, that's cool. So here and there, every once in a while, he'll go ahead and just like repost or like some of my guitar posts or whatever, and it's like, oh, that's interesting, like that's really cool because like I didn't think you were even seeing this, like actually, like I thought you just were being nice. And then also their record label reposted a cover I did of their song last year randomly, like a month ago or two, and I was like, that's very okay, that's random, whatever. And sometimes like even before the guitarist or any of that happened, when I first did a cover of Supermassive Black Hole, like the first one that actually kind of like blew up, it was me in like a pink skirt and a wig or whatever. I kind of hate that video now, but but they commented on that. The whole band commented on that, and I was just like, oh, that's interesting. Like, do y'all remember me? Oh, oh my god, I really, 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 really need to meet them again and be like, do y'all recognize me from this and this? Because y'all are partially why I'm here, where I'm at right now. So
They
yeah,
have
I
they
I'm
have
gonna
to.
say that. But I mean, I saw this other cool band. What are they called? Yeah, I hope so. Or else I'm not doing a good job at making myself memorable like I want to be. But there's another cool band called Omerta. They're like I don't know what type of I can't tell if they're like would they I don't know if they would be considered new metal or not. I'm not actually super well versed in all those things because it was my first like show I've been to since Palais Royale, and that was literally last December. They were on tour. They were supporting Loathe. Um, I don't listen to Loathe. I don't. But I just went with some friends because they asked me to go, and I just had a fun time. And I was like, that's nice, that's cool, that's awesome. But I also have autism, so like, oh, I was like, okay, this is a little loud for me. Like, I gotta go in the bathroom and recuperate. I had to do that like 5 times. I was like, okay, like I need to get my bearings together. But I looked cute when I went out that night, so that was cool.
That's a big part of it. That is what counts. Is there is there anyone you'd want to see live? What you who you'd really like to see live?
BTS.
Mm.
BTS. I don't care. Like, I literally do not care. Like, if I ever get the opportunity, I'm never letting go of the opportunity to see them live. Like, I don't even people. I feel like even people that aren't really K-pop fans know. Everybody knows about BTS at this point. Kind of like they've at least heard of them once or twice and maybe seen them on a talk show. Um, so it's like, okay, if you ask somebody, hey, I got 2 BTS tickets and I don't have anybody to go with me, you want to go? Why would you say no? Like, even if you don't know who they are, like, you get to say that you you get to say that you saw BTS. That's like Beyonce too. It's like you can't say no to Beyonce. Like, if you're not paying for it, why are you saying no?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, of course.
Um, so it's those two, but those are a given. It used to be Doja Cat, but she acting kind of weird, so I don't. So I don't really want to. No, Lady Gaga for sure. Like if I could
Mhm.
see her, meet her, everything, that would be awesome. Um, and I want to say, there's a rap duo called City Morgue. They got a lot of like it's really rock infused though, so it's pretty cool. Also, there's another cool band. I can't even call them a metal band because like their albums are like kind of mixed. Like like it goes from like soul, um, neo soul, R&B type stuff to just metal and like screaming and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like the duality. Zulu, I would love to see them live. I would love, 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 love to see them live. Also, a band from Maryland, like me, Pink Shift. I need to see them. My boyfriend got to see them. I need to see them. How are we mutuals? We are mutuals on like every single social media platform. I've yet to see them live yet. So, yep, that's my list.
No, I'm sure it'll get there, especially the way luckily, people were performing more
I mean,
live
yeah,
and all
because it
that.
was, yeah, it was so funny because when we were planning my first show, the promoter dude was like, "Bro, see if you could try to get like Pink Shift to get on the set list." Because I had like 3 other artists supporting me, and unfortunately, they were like going to be touring the day that my show was planned. So
Mm.
they were like, "Damn, like maybe another time, but like we can't do it now because we're touring." And I'm like, "That makes sense. Thank you for even responding." Because I thought they weren't even going to reply or like just be like,
Mhm.
"No," just immediately. So I was like, oh, okay. So like they would like to tour with me. They just can't right. They would not tour. They would like to perform alongside me. They just can't. So I'm like, that will happen one day. And when that happens, I might pass away. I don't I don't know. I feel like it's just gonna be like a crazy crossover. It's gonna be awesome. Like it's gonna be so awesome. Ugh.
Well, No, thank you so much for your time today. I really hope nothing but success happens to you because you obviously sound you're passionate about it, and it shows in like your music and your performing and all that. So I really hope everything you want and manifest
Thank
comes to you.
you.
If you want to share any other sort of sites or anything you want to plug, because I know I have your link tree there, goes to like your SoundCloud, your Spotify, your Apple Music, all that.
Don't listen to what Reese's saying on SoundCloud and Spotify. Spotify is the thing I would like to promote. That is D3V. No, D3VILISHBRI. Devilish Brie, just with a three. Yep. I don't really promote my social media anymore because everybody kind of can just find it if they Google. I'm like, you're going to that instead of the music, and I need you to go to the music. So, yeah, stream my music.
And that's on Spotify.
Spotify. That's the main thing I look at, but it's on everything
Mm-hmm.
for the
Mm-hmm.
most part. Like all the major ones, yes, it's on there. And Bandcamp, if you want to give me some money.
Hell yeah. No, well, again, like I appreciate you coming on, especially with all the difficulties I'm having, and then you're having a little yeah, I'd definitely love to have you on again, and I hope nothing but the best, because you could tell you're passionate and you care about your own music, so it shows in the people listening to it.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
having me on.
Anytime. Well, yeah, I guess we're good today. Everyone take care and have a great weekend. Bye.